Welcome to another Rod Scribe Retro Review. Old School is in session with Capcom's Classics Collection Volume 2. I know I'm wearing a Naruto costume, but that has nothing to do with, but Naruto's gonna end soon, so I'm showing my pride. So there's 20 endless classic games in this disc right here for the Xbox. So let's start and see what's in here. They got Captain Commando, which is, to me, a sequel to Final Fight. But it stars Captain Commando and all his friends, like the stupid mummy guy. It came out in 1991, and it's a co-op, 4 players. Eco Fighters is a shooter game. 2 players, looks like a side-scroller. Came out in 1993, good game. The King of Dragons, which looks like an RPG from, you know, the past, because you have a level-up system. Co-op, 3 players, 1991. Knights of the Round, another Final Fight type game where you're using King Arthur and all his buddies and you're fighting endless enemies in a 3-player co-op beat 'em up, 1991. The Last Duel, looks like a shooter game. It says battle on the top of the genre, but that has to be wrong because it looks like a shooter game. 1998? No, 1988 actually. 2-player co-op. Magic Sword. Another battle game. I think this is the one that goes on for like 3 hours and you're just walking around. Gets tiresome really quickly. 2-player co-op. Mega Twins. This is the shooter game. No, it's not. It's not the shooter game. It's like a Legend of Zelda ripoff, maybe. 2-player co-op, 1990. Quizzes and Dragons. This game is very interesting. It's they ask you questions about pop culture and stuff like that, and if you get the questions right, you defeat the enemies. If you get them wrong, you die. It's 2-player co-op, 1992. Sidearms, co-op shooter game, 1998, no, 1986, genre shooter. Street Fighter, the original, only stars Ryu and Ken and Sagat and Adon and pretty much mostly Alpha Cast. So this is going to be very interesting, and I'm just going to jump in and show you guys what it looks like. There's Joe. I don't know who Joe is. I've never seen him before in any Street Fighter games, but that's Joe. So let's just jump right into this. Probably going to lose because this game's moves are not the same as the other Street Fighter games. They are awkward. Let's see. Interesting. So that's that. Looks like some guy, Ryu has red hair and he's wearing chancletas. So I don't know. Interesting. Finally get to play the first Street Fighter game. And it's on the Classics Collection. Even though I was never aware that Street Fighter was out. The first one. I always thought they'd be on the Street Fighter 2. Strider. Very similar to Ninja Gaiden on the NES. And it's a side-scrolling cut-and-slash game. And it's very hard. Like, if you think Ninja Gaiden's hard, play Strider. Strider's a little bit harder than Ninja Gaiden. This game is by far the hardest Street Fighter game ever made. It's the first game to star Akuma, but you have to be really good to get to Akuma. You have to beat the game without losing a single round. Problem is, the AI in this game, they're sometimes better than opponents you'll fight in the street. They're just really, really good. Speed Rumbler, a 2-player alternate 1996 release that looks like a shooter game again. Wow, Capcom has a lot of shooter games. 3 Wonders. 3 different games, 1 single title. 2-player co-op, 1991, has a bunch of games in it. Tiger Road. Looks like an arcade-style beat-em-up, where you're a monk swinging weapons at people. Interesting. Wrath, a shooter game. Interesting. 1982 shooter. These are the extras. It has a bunch of stuff in it. It gives you a tutorial on how to play as Akuma in the Street Fighter, the Capcom quiz, and it has credits of the game. 1941 seems to be a prequel to 1942. Avengers. No, not Marvel's Avengers. Capcom's Avengers, where you're playing with a red-headed guy punching and kicking enemies. Black Tiger. Another side-scroller. Looks very interesting. Block. Puzzle game. Not into puzzle games. And then we get back to Captain Commando. So I'm going to try to attempt a round in this. Probably going to lose. But, you know, it's whatever. If I lose, I lose. Let's go. Gotta pick Ryu. Gotta play as Ryu. Let's see if I win. Okay, press start. Wow. See? I knew I was going to lose. It's extremely hard, and the D-pad is like right next to the start button. So every time I try to like do a move, I end up hitting the start button by mistake. He's gonna go and bison on me. You know what that term means? And bison means in the second round of a fighting game, the computer just goes nuts to take the victory away from you. That comeback was nice. So that's it for Capcom Classics Collection 2. We'll be back with another retro review. See you next time.